So we're looking at this new unit of changing cities, changing urban areas, and it links in quite well to the work that we've been doing about eco footprints. So we're basically just thinking about what the global impact of urban areas are, and these two pictures here sum it up quite nicely in that the way that we use urban areas and the amount of resources that we use in urban areas has a direct link on other areas of the world. So, for instance, all the oil and wood and resources that we use here in London can have a direct effect on forests thousands of miles away in terms of the oil that we get or the wood that we use and things like that. So the key points are that urban areas take up 2% of the surface of the Earth, but they use 75% of the world's resources and produce 75% of the world's waste. So it's quite a startling statistic. Now, in terms of eco footprints, urban areas use resources. So all the things that provide an urban area with the things that it needs, we call that the source. Every part of the world that provides for an urban area. But of course, urban areas produce waste as well. We call this the sink. So make sure you're aware of those two key terms, source and sink of urban areas. And if we put the source and the sink together, as well as all the land and water and air that's needed to support a city, that's what's called a city's bioproductive area. And it's measured in hectares. About 10,000 square meters is 1 hectare. That's an eco footprint. Okay, cities and urban areas have an eco footprint, an area of land that they need to get their resources, but also to put their waste. So various things that cities need resources for, consumer goods, all our phones, our computers, our bits and our bobs, the transport that we use puts out pollution and is part of our waste. Public services use resources, the amount of paper that school uses, that all counts. The infrastructure, all the materials that we need to build roads, build pipes, build housing as well. All these things, we use resources for these things, but a lot of these things also produce waste. So again, the source and the sink. And our lifestyles affect the environment in a whole number of ways. Road traffic, consumer goods, housing, the amount of waste that factories and businesses produce. Of course, these things put pressures on both on the city itself, but also on areas further away. So all our pollution that we produce, that has a global effect. Litter that we produce has a local effect. So make sure you're aware of those two key differences. This will be a 6-mark question topic, and a 6-mark question might look something like this. Remember SLAPKEV, remember that it's not 6 points and 6 marks, it's more complex than that, and you've got a simple type of mark scheme there for you to look at. So, just a brief introduction to the unit.